What's going on, my friends? Today I am finally going to get around to doing a fall niche fragrance list. I almost didn't want to do it because like all the big channels are seriously dropping a different fall fragrance list like once or twice a week. So I feel like I've kind of missed the boat on the opportune time to do that, and we're like halfway through fall. But I figure, what the hell? Better late than never. Yeah, I have 10 niche fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing for the fall, and this is probably going to change in a couple of days because I got some new stuff in too. Welcome to the Fragrance Wardrobe. All right, guys, so 10 niche fragrances that work in the fall. These 10, I tried to kind of like, I don't know, arrange them so that you have different styles. It's not going to be like half of these 10 are going to be like one specific style of fragrance. I tried to like kind of pinpoint different styles of scents. So let's go ahead and just start with what I'm wearing today. My scent of the day today, we'll start this video off with number 1, Mancera Oud Cafe. Now, I heard it's A-O-U-D. I've heard Oud Cafe, and I've heard Aoud Cafe. Personally, I think Aoud sounds like a lot more fancy and kind of cool, but I've also heard trolls say, it's just Oud, you dumbass. So maybe it's like, I don't know, Oud Cafe. Alright, so Oud or Aoud Cafe came out in 2013. The notes are going to be peach, blackcurrant, bergamot, amber, coffee, oud, sandalwood, and white musk. This thing smells beautiful on my skin. It might not smell beautiful on everybody's skin, but on mine, it smells pretty good. What I'm getting from it, I don't really like pick out like the fruit, like the currant. I don't pick out like the peach, anything like that really. There's a little bit level of a freshness in the opening, but it's not fruity. So don't let those top notes make you think that it's gonna be like some sort of fruity coffee thing. What really plays on my skin here, the main notes are going to be coffee, oud, and I'd have to say maybe some of that musk. So you do kind of get the amber as well. With this, you get great longevity. It does last quite a while. Projection is really good with Aoud Cafe. In the car, like my son's like, I can smell you all over the car. When you're outside walking in that cool brisk air, you're catching wafts. I was in downtown or uptown Dallas today, and yeah, just catching wafts of it. It smelled good. So it's a really nice coffee scent with that mix of oud. So I think it's kind of a nice little like change of pace or change of gear or whatever from just like a coffee fragrance, because you add the oud in here, and I think it gives it a nice little extra added bit of character. Number 2, numero dos. This one, I do know how to pronounce the name of it. It's Nishane Fan Your Flames. Right here. Nishane Fan Your Flames. Great scent. This one came out in 2016, I do believe. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. What I get from this one, smoky, a little bit of rum, well, smoky and a lot of bitter rum, and of course some coconut. Now, what kind of dominates on my skin is that smokiness. I've smelled it on tester strips, and I get a little bit more of the coconut, but for me, the way it plays off my skin, it's smoky. I think that's coming from tobacco, so I think there's like tobacco, rum, coconut. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be like a smoky, little bit of boozy touch of coconut. Not a heavy coconut for me. Maybe it is for you. It's not for me. Personally, I think of like almost like a bonfire, like on an island or something like that. Cool nights, bonfire, island, rock, fan your flames. Unfortunately, I have no islands around me, and I live in the city, so there's not going to be any bonfires. But if I was in that type of environment, I definitely wear this for those types of situations. Great fragrance, longevity, great on it. Get every bit of like 7-8 hours. Projection, The more you spray, the more you're going to project, and it can put out a pretty good sized scent cloud. All right, newer acquisition to the collection. I got this not too long ago from the Scent Room in Dallas in Uptown. If you're in Dallas, if you're passing through Dallas, anything like that, stop by the Scent Room in Dallas. It's all niche fragrances, awesome staff. I can't sing their praises enough, and no, they're not paying me to say that. I don't know why they would, with this channel being like almost 2,000 subscribers. Not big enough for that. But anyway, number 3, BDK Parfums Gris Charnel. Came out in 2019, and it smells so good. When I first went to the Scent Room in Dallas, I went to purchase a different fragrance. They were out of that one. I smelled so many different scents there. And once I smelled Gris Charnel, I knew this was the one. I knew I was going to take this one home and make it my new baby. And it smells really, really good. Notes in Gris Charnel are as follows. Cardamom, fig, tea, orris, bourbon vetiver, sandalwood, and tonka. What I get in this, I get a little bit of that cardamom, but I do get a nice dose of that fig and tea in here, and the sandalwood. So I would say it's a pretty like I get the vetiver too. I get a smoky, nuanced type of vetiver in here. With the bourbon vetiver, getting a little touch of smokiness, not a lot, just a little. But for the most part, I would say this is like a really nice, smooth sandalwood scent with fig and tea in there, and that smoky touch of vetiver. That's what Gris Charnel from BDK is, and it's a masterpiece in my opinion. Your opinion could differ from mine, and you can be wrong all you want, but I think this is definitely a masterpiece. Next up, this is from a very small, kind of new niche house. They launched last year, Black Friday. I think one of the trolls said it's not a niche house, it's an indie house. But on the website, it says they are a niche house. So I did my research, and I'm going to go with what the company claims to be. It's going to be a niche house, and it is from FSMQ Fragrances. It's HoneyTrap. HoneyTrap is freaking phenomenal. I did my review on it. I think I did a review or first impression. I know I did something on it, and it is still as phenomenal as the day I first sent my nose to it. This is such a beautiful fragrance. This is definitely by far a masterpiece type of fragrance. Your note breakdown in this one, you'll have sweet lavender, vanilla, apple, musk, tobacco, sandalwood. It opens up with a really nice sweet lavender. You get a little bit of that like a powdery musk in the dry down. The tobacco isn't like super prominent or anything like that. A little bit of a dry tobacco. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like a serious tobacco scent, but it just plays in there just enough to give it a little bit of like a little bit of like an extra character to the fragrance. This thing smells incredible. 2021 release. These things, it just smells incredible. If you have not tried this, definitely get your nose on it. You can buy a discovery kit from FSMQ for pretty cheap. I want to say like $20-$25. Get decants of all of their scents. And personally, for me, unless you're a huge vetiver fan, this is the standout of the house. This is, I think, in my opinion, the best one, unless you love like a dry woody, not vetiver, dry woody. Reborn is a great dry woody scent, but this thing is like class in a bottle. Great fragrance. Okay, I'm glad I waited this long to do this video, because if I had done the video like when everybody else started releasing their hundreds of fall fragrance videos, I would have missed out on putting this one in the list. It's new. I've only worn it once, but it is so incredible. It deserves to be here because it's something I plan on wearing a lot, really year round, but in the fall. It's going to be from Ormonde Jayne, and it's Montabaco Verano. Limited edition. Get your hands on it. Came out last year, 2020. there's still bottles like freely out there available. You can get them. I think they're $190 retail. I got mine for around, I think, $160 from a seller on fragrance. No, yeah, on a fragrance group and on Facebook. This is so beautiful. Your notes in this one are as follows: grapefruit, citruses. I'm not going to specify which ones, just know that they're citruses, tobacco, suede, moss, and tonka. What I get in this when I first spray it is a beautiful grapefruit note. The grapefruit note and the opening of this thing is absolutely beautiful. The tobacco and grapefruit, yeah, you wouldn't think those two things probably mixed together. It's not like the traditional cherry tobacco, vanilla tobacco, whatever. But the way this tobacco, I think it's a dry tobacco, mixes in, comes up and blends with those citruses, particularly the grapefruit, it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Get a decant if you can. It's a very expensive fragrance, I know, but out of like the other expensive fragrances, I would say this is almost like blind buy worthy, blind buy safe. I don't think anybody's going to get it and just hate it. It's a really nice fragrance. Not saying go out and blind buy it. Definitely try if you can, but yeah, don't let this one like run out of stock, whatever that's going to be, and not try it out. You have to get your nose on it. It smells so good. Can work year round. I think it's going to work great in the fall, and it is definitely signature scent worthy Perfumerie. Next up, this next fragrance came out in 2016 from the house of Nasomatto, and it is Baraonda. There, Baraonda, right here. Baraonda is so nice if you like boozy. This is like the boozy option that I'm putting into this video, and the reason being, it smells like whiskey. It smells like if I had a glass of whiskey sitting right there in front of me, like I'm at a bar, and you can smell the wafts of the whiskey coming up from the glass. That's what you get with Baraonda. It does have some woods and everything in the dry down, but you don't lose that whiskey. It is there. It's prominent. This is probably a little bit of a DWI magnet. Like if you got pulled over wearing this thing, you're probably going to be giving a breathalyzer or a sobriety test, or if you're like me, you're going to be stubborn and make them take you to the hospital to draw your blood. So it's very natural. It smells like whiskey. Love this thing to death. I haven't really been able to wear it because I'm in Texas, and Texas is like, I don't know. Fall doesn't like to cooperate with Texas, but when it cools down a little bit more, this thing is going to be on my scent of the day post. All right, we're coming toward the end of the list. I think we have 3 more after this. This one's from the house of Vilhelm Perfumerie. If you have followed my channel for any period of time, well, probably a little bit longer period of time, you know I'm a big Vilhelm Perfumerie fan. I just love the house, love them to death. And this one is a 2020 release, and it is Chicago High. Chicago High is going to be like a homage or tribute or whatever to the Roaring Twenties. And what you get in here opens up with champagne, I think some grapefruit, maybe some bergamot, bright, the kind of fizzy pop in the air of that citrus. And then the honey comes up and the tobacco. It is a honeyed tobacco type of scent with that champagne and citrus, I think pineapple maybe, pop in the opening. So it's fresh in the opening. It dries down. You have that honey tobacco. It's a traditional honey tobacco. This thing is a perfect tribute to the Roaring Twenties, in my opinion, because yeah, when I think of 20s prohibition in the United States, I think of like scents like this, and it is beautiful, very beautiful. I've given samples of this away to a couple of people, and they all liked it. Well, the ones that gave me feedback did like it. So try it before you buy it. I know they do decants. They make like little box decants. So definitely try it before you buy. but it is beautiful. If you're looking for a tobacco scent, a traditional honey tobacco, Chicago High is definitely the way to go. And what is fall without a vanilla scent? Did not want to like overload this with like vanillas or anything like that. So I went with, I think, one of my favorite vanillas. It's going to be from Parfums de Marly. It's Pegasus. Right here. Pegasus came out in 2011. What you're going to get, lavender, bitter almond, and you're going to get that almost a little bit of a boozy type of vanilla in here. The bitter almond, I think, really kind of sets itself apart from all the other run-of-the-mill type of vanilla scents. The bitter almond, I think, really plays into just kind of giving this thing a little bit extra level uniqueness. Performance is great on it. The compliment factor is great on it. It is a really nice vanilla scent with that bitter almond. If you smell it, you'll know what I'm talking about with the bitter almond thing going on. Last year, I think I put Zaharoff Signature I think I put Signature Noir in a list. Well, this year I got the OG. Thank you to George Zaharoff. When I bought all of the Z Creator things, he actually caught me for the bottle of Signature, Zaharoff Signature. Yeah. This is absolutely beautiful. What I was thinking, put a fougere in here, put a barbershop, something like that. But I didn't want to really put like a fougere all that much. But I did want to put something with lavender, give you like that barbershop feel. This thing also has myrrh, it has frankincense in it, and smells so good. I think there's a little bit of ginger in here, some sandalwood. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's lavender balm in here. But with the frankincense and the myrrh mixing in there, it gives it almost like it gives it some sort of heavenly vibe. Signature Pour Homme from Zaharoff, definitely my favorite lavender-centric fragrance by far. This thing is just incredible. It's an incredible scent. If you haven't tried it, you can get a free decant or whatever from the Zaharoff website. I'll link that website in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Okay, finally, Modern Classic came out in 2020, and this is one that just like, oh, man, I don't know. It turns me on when I wear it. It smells so freaking amazing. It's Musc Ravageur from Frederic Malle. Beautiful, very expensive, 50 mil, like $195. Beautiful scent, but this is kind of a love-hate. People love it, people hate it. I haven't found a whole lot of like in between, like okay. It's usually people just think it's so amazing or they just can't stand it. Note breakdown on Musc Ravageur. You're going to have some citruses in here. You'll have some lavender, some vanilla, some musk. Of course, I'm not including every note on every fragrance. Just kind of really what I get from, on my skin. Yeah, I get some citruses. I get a little bit of a pop, a little bit of a freshness, but that's short-lived. It's not like a citrus fragrance. What I really get, that lavender and the vanilla really mixing in there with all of that musk. I think there might be 2 types of musk in here, or a double dose, something like that. You get a little bit of an animalic vanilla musk type of thing going on. Not totally animalic, but just like a touch, just enough to intrigue, I think. It's an intoxicating scent. Those who enjoy it will be intoxicated by your aroma. Those who do not enjoy it are not going to come near you. But those people just don't have the class that you have. So definitely check out Musc Ravageur. Classy scent. And performance on it is out of this world. Lasts all day. Always catching wafts throughout the day. It smells incredible. Musc Ravageur, definitely something I'm definitely looking forward to wearing a lot in the fall. And I think if you try it out, you will be too. Alright guys, went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's a freaking list video, and those things on every other channel go for like an hour, so I feel okay about that. I do appreciate you watching the video. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Yeah, let me know down in the comments, What are some of the fragrances that you are looking forward to most wearing this fall? Make them niche, because this is the niche video. I've already done a designer, so I'd love to hear what you guys are just really stoked about to wear the hell out of this fall. Really want to know, because I'll probably end up buying it myself. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys with the next video. Thank you for watching.